Dillian Whyte has told talkSPORT he wants a rematch with Anthony Joshua, should I say, after his win over Joseph Parker at the weekend.
We start with Danny Kelly last Monday with shock news.
And has been hearing from the Moose there. The transfer window closes in just 9 minutes.
Blimey, I knew they brought it forward.
Yeah, but that's pretty radical.
They just phoned up the Premier League, said, yeah, about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You've got
a bit of fun that if they made it spontaneous, so it was all a surprise for the managers, wouldn't it?
Then you'll leave and go, what? It'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Right, I wonder what Fisherman Blues host Nigel Brotherway has been up to this week.
But this week I laid on top of everything, and nothing was damp in the morning.
Well, that's great, isn't it? That's
lovely.
That's always a bonus, isn't it? You can lay on top of everything.
It's a great start to any day.
It is, isn't it? As long as nothing's damp, it could be a good one. So this is Ollie Hunter on the overnight show, Extra Time.
We're talking sporting perfection after Scott Anderson's 9-darter on Thursday. It was live on talkSPORT 2, and we can hear it now.
Treble again.
Now. It's a great now.
We've all been there.
Now.
Yes, right, here's Andy Goldstein sitting in for Jim White, taking a call.
Veron's a Chelsea fan. What a good name to have as a Chelsea fan. Hi, Veron. Hello, good afternoon. Vernon, is it Vernon?
That's right. Good old Sebastian Vernon.
Sebastian Vernon,
great name
player.
for a Chelsea fan.
Back to Fisherman Blues now, and Nigel telling us about a new craze.
Fishing has been gaining in street cred in recent years, and one new craze that's sweeping Europe is street fishing.
What's street fishing?
Do it down in the drains.
Is that? Do you think
I
it's
think
the
you
drains?
go down in the drains,
I
see
think
what you can get in
you
there.
basically you kind of cast into Morrison's and aim for the fish counter. I just street fishing. I'd love to know what it is. Anyway, time now for the travel.
It's just near the junction with the M6 junction 23 for Haydock. I'm Adam Moore.
I've had them all. Did he say I've had them all? Oh, you know me. I've had them all.
He just squeezed it in, didn't he, at the end? Very boastful.
There's the trap. Oh, I've had them all.
Mickey Quinn now, talking F1, we think.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about Lewis. Is he getting the credit he deserves? Unbelievable drive in Germany last week. Even though he didn't win the British Open.
We didn't win the British Open. No.
You
It'd
can't
be
ask
amazing if he could.
Yeah, you can't tell him to
you
do
can't
everything.
expect him to drive a car like that and be a brilliant golfer.
Especially not in Germany.
No, that's true.
It would just be impossible on so many levels.
It would be very, very difficult. Now, back to Nigel, who spoke to a couple who just got married, and he clearly didn't think it was going to last.
Lee, I wish you and Claire many happy married lives, a happy marriage. But
yeah, it's too late now, Nigel. You've said many happy married lives. So get this one out of the way and then move on quickly.
This one and all the other marriages you may have in the future.
So
this is Jeff Peters on Extra Time telling Jenny Barsby about his recent tour of London with a friend.
Richard III.
Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot about that.
And Shakespeare and Stratford and what have you. Took her up the Shard. And
yeah, a little bit of devilment there from Jeff, I would hazard a guess. And Jenny's was straight out of a Carry On film. So,
just missed the slide whistle there, didn't we?
You're a trombone. And there was a great chat this week between Jim White and the former Arsenal striker, Kanu.
It's my understanding you've also managed to build 5 hospitals around Africa. Is that right?
No, it's not right.
Well, that's that conversation over, isn't it?
Marvellous. Yeah, we got
Thanks,
that one out of the
Carney.
way. Fantastic. Yeah, so he put him in his place there.
Meanwhile, back on Fisherman's Blues, Nigel's guest, Mark Bartlett from Team England, had some thank yous.
Yeah.
Mark Bartlett, captain of the England Carp team, said a quick thank you to the companies that helped myself and Kev, including Fox International, Dynamite Bait.
That's cheating, isn't it? Dynamite Bait?
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
I've seen it done in cartoons.
Yeah.
Like Yosemite Sam goes in for that sort of thing, but not in professional fishing. You can't do it.
This guy's in the England team. If you're just basically lobbing in dynamite, what's the point?
Yeah, it just takes away the sport, really.
And finally, here's Sky's Johnny Nelson reliving the big White Parker fight last weekend.
Dylan White, it was a true Rocky fight, especially 21 seconds to go, and all of a sudden he got hit and put down.
Yeah, nice, Johnny. So that did remind us of something, didn't it, Sam?
21 seconds to go. 21 seconds to go. 21 seconds.
Beautifully done, Johnny.
Yeah.
Very good. So there we are. There's the clips of the week.
He was one of my favourite members of So Solid Crew.
He was,
certainly
yeah.
in my top 40.
Yeah, they were a rather big band. Roger in Durham, David Clark, Scott Drysdale, Alan Longridge, Sam Ellison, Fergus from Froome, Scotty, Bev, Peter Driscoll, Ham and Eggs, Ruth, Joan, and everybody else who suggested clips. They were played this week.
Manchester United's US pre-seasons tour was more to do with just Jose Mourinho's conflicting comments about Manchester United's US pre-season tour were more to do with just frustration. Mourinho's lamented the club's preparations for the new campaign so far.